We believe the performance is the future of green building, and our green building rating system, the LEED B4.1 O&M, completely rethinks how performance is measured by using the ARC platform. When we started this journey, the early adopters led the charge in raising their bar on sustainability and building performance. Now there is an increased interest from all the stakeholders across sectors and regions. This is evident from the entire leadership team in the organization, maintaining close communication with the facility leaders and facility heads. Now, facility heads are always also deeply engaged with the building technologies and are focusing on data and health and wellness. With this evolution, there has been significant progress over the past years in adoption of ARC in India. We have close to 500 plus buildings using ARC to track the performance, and over 110 buildings and spaces which are pursuing LEED V4.1 O&M certification. The leaders in this journey include Delhi Metro Rail Corporation. They got their corporate office certified, and now nearly 55 plus metro stations are engaged with ARC platform and LEED for transit. Paharpur Business Center, they started with LEED, now maintaining performance with ARC with LEED recertification. Indira Gandhi International Airport Terminal got certified to LEED through ARC. Ascendas now is taken over by Capital Land. We are now discussing with them in terms of getting their entire portfolio under ARC to visualize performance. RMC Car committed their entire portfolio of buildings to benchmark building performance on a global scale. The American International School, the first education institution in India to have adopted ARC and also certified to LEED. IFCO, the first public sector undertaking, gone to LEED to ARC and engaged several properties in their portfolio. Danfoss, the first industrial manufacturing facility, gone ahead with recertification through ARC platform and achieved platinum rating for all their 6 buildings in a campus. Infosys, the first IT company in India which has gone ahead with all the 3 campuses. You'll be hearing about Infosys and their path to winning UN Global Climate Action Award for Climate Neutral Now category from Mr. Swapnil Joshi, who will be our next speaker on this webinar. Many organizations are looking to data for insight. ARC offers a simple approach to complex information by converting the data into a score. Our team is available to offer education and engagement to you all. I would like to now highlight some of our initiatives in propagating the building performance. Webinar. So we have done a lot of focused webinars for the stakeholders and also for the teams in the organization. In-person workshop for the professionals. We also conducted the advanced level, the Performance Pro workshops in India. We also continuously engage with all the FM companies in terms of training their teams as well as for the clients. We also presented in various external forums propagating the ARC as well as the performance platform. We also created the ARC Experiential Center, wherein any interested companies or stakeholders can visit and experience the ARC performance over there. LEED celebrations. We celebrate all the unique projects in India. In all our celebrations, we explore the use of ARC and move to the next level of leadership in building performance. During the celebration, we also invite other tenants so that they can witness the importance of sustainability and take part in this moment. Education institutions through LEED Lab and campus subscription, we are working with students in collecting data, analyzing the facility, and understand green building certification. We are excited to continue the conversation with you and celebrate your leadership in taking climate action. I hope you are as inspired as me by our next speaker. Infosys is a long-time member of USGBC and a winner of USGBC Leadership Award, and we are deeply appreciative of their support to our mission. It's now my pleasure to introduce our guest speaker for the day, Mr. Swapnil Joshi. Mr. Swapnil Joshi is responsible for driving the sustainability goals in the company with emphasis on energy and water efficiency, waste management, smart buildings along with carbon offset program for the infrastructure portfolio. He also drives the green certification LEED program at Infosys and has also been the program manager for the world's largest platinum certified existing building campus. He has been with Infosys for 7 years, and prior to joining Infosys, was the DGM for Strategic Operations, Sales and Technology at the Center of Excellence Johnson Controls India. Added to his varied experience in his role in the design of Bharati, the new Indian research station at Antarctica, he was responsible for the design and execution of the smart building controls at the research station. Over 17 years of experience, he has worked over various aspects of building sustainability and delivered the highest standards of green. He holds a master's degree in mechanical engineering and a postgraduate diploma in business management. Swapnil is also a fellow and an alumni of the Chevening Gurukul program in leadership and excellence at the University of Oxford. Thank you, Mr. Swapnil, for sharing your story with us today. Now, I would request Mr. Swapnil Joshi to share his perspective with us. Thank you.
Is that of Shaniwar Wada. Uh, is that of Shaniwar Wada. Shaniwar Wada in Pune is a historical palace and fort that chronicles the glory and grandeur of the Maratha Empire. This old mansion boasts of a history of 287 years and was the seat of Peshwas, who were the then prime ministers to the Maratha rulers. Uh, Shaniwar served as a melting pot of culture and politics until the Peshwas lost the Wada to the British in 1818. Today, it stands as one of the finest architectural legacies that employed sustainable building practices from about 300 years ago. This is one of the prime tourist attractions in the city of Pune. Pune is also known as the Oxford of the East and is a home to all major industrial houses and IT companies. It was here in this city that Infosys was founded in 1981. Infosys is a global leader in consulting, technology, and outsourcing solutions, and we work with clients in over 50 countries. Our experience gives our clients a distinct advantage, helping them manage their businesses and power the transformation into smarter, sustainable organizations. At Infosys, we believe that technology is reshaping our world in a fundamental way. The world of our future looks increasingly digital, deeply connected, and a collaborative world. When we pursue this with great passion, we also realize that enterprises like ourselves have to be conscious and responsible about our consumption of natural resources. Essential resources such as water and energy are important to a services industry like ours. Uh, we encounter the impact of climate change in our day-to-day life more frequently in recent times. The Infosys sustainability agenda revolves around three themes: social contract, green innovation, and resource intensity. Sustainability forms the core of our business strategy. In the year 2008, Infosys took voluntary goals to be a carbon neutral company, uh, have 100% of our electricity demands from renewables, 50% reduction in per capita energy consumption, 40% reduction in per capita water, and zero waste to landfills. Infosys has a team of experts who focus on delivering these goals as strategic imperatives. Being an Indian company, Infosys is present uh, at 18 locations in the country today with an employee strength of close to 235,000 uh, uh, employees. Uh, it has been our endeavor to make our buildings and campuses smart, connected, and resource efficient. We have had an infrastructure footprint of about 45 million square feet of built up area across different campuses in India. We continue to build high performance buildings, and all our buildings are platinum rated buildings. Uh, so if you look at the Infosys portfolio, roughly 45 million square feet worth of built up space. We have roughly 26 million square feet worth of LEED certified properties. We have around 4 lakh square feet, 4 million square feet uh, properties undergoing different stages in the LEED certification program, and around 7 million square feet worth of spaces in ARC. We've also, made a commitment that we will have all of our portfolio eventually transferred onto the ARC platform. Our buildings continue to be live labs, checking the feasibility and performance of innovative technologies with measured data. We have implemented several transformational technologies that include the highly efficient radiant cooling technology and the in-house developed RadiFlux cooling solution. We've implemented these new technologies in our buildings to achieve the highest levels of energy efficiency. Next, coming up on your screen is an aerial view of one of the largest development centers for Infosys. This is the Pune Phase 2 campus. The Pune Development Center is amongst the largest in terms of area and headcount. This development center boasts of roughly 38,000 employees, uh, and the campus is spread around 113 acres with 3.3 million square feet of built-up space. We have 11 software development blocks. These are essentially office buildings, 4 food courts, 2 IBPOs, which are the BPOs. So we have 2 other buildings, 1 employee care center, 3 MLCPs, gymnasiums, cricket stadium, football stadiums, and other sporting amenities, and is the largest LEED certified existing building campus in the world. This is currently being transitioned to the ARC platform. Uh, Next, coming up on your screen is one of the largest buildings in Pune. And even though we being an IT company, this is one of the largest hotels in the city of Pune. This is called the Employee Care Center, and this can accommodate 1,000 guests at a time and offers facilities like gyms, steam rooms, salons, indoor sports, laundry, and in-house and an in-house restaurant named Pavilion. This is for use for Infosys employees who travel to this development center for work. Uh, the drive towards sustainable low energy buildings has increased the necessity for easy yet accurate methods to gauge whether the building meets minimum standards for energy performance and human comfort. A key barrier to the widespread adoption of sustainable design is the lack of availability of actual measured performance information for sustainably designed and operated buildings. Uh, when we took on a journey to be a carbon neutral company in 2008, we evaluated a number of solutions that we could inculcate in our roadmap to be a carbon neutral company. When we looked at LEED and when we looked at ARC, we realized that ARC is a very thoughtfully designed framework that evaluates a building performance on parameters that relate to a building environment that is green, safe, and productive. It it was a way in which we could get a holistic view of what is needed to be done to give the occupants an environment to deliver to their best potential. The 5 areas that ARC emphasizes on and is a clear alignment to the Infosys strategy were energy, water, waste, transport, and human experience. And these are particularly very important for Infosys to drive the sustainable operation and maintenance. Uh, at Infosys, we have a saying: "In God we trust. Everyone else brings data." Right. What we've been able to do is the buildings at Infosys are instrumented, interconnected, and intelligent. Right. So we have the entire portfolio of buildings that are smart and connected, and all of these buildings are run on data and are automation driven buildings. Right. What we've been able to do is we've been able to identify and manage waste by granular level monitoring of lighting, computing, and plug loads. We've been able to have continuous verification and energy auditing of our utilities. We have been able to have real-time tracking of system efficiency with respect to design and its actual performance. We've been able to develop various automated control logics for optimizing energy using a whole lot of artificial intelligence techniques. We've been able to monitor and analyze water consumption data to identify leakages, eliminate waste, and then take corrective action to reduce our water footprint. We've also been able to manage meteorological data and uh, um, um, meteorological data. We've also facilitated capturing and monitoring before and after data for measuring the impact of our retrofit projects. Uh, Data and automation driven campuses and buildings essentially improves our visibility into operations and avoid wastages. Uh, the building energy the building energy performance assessment is crucial for us to ascertain the efficiency of energy use in buildings and is the basis for making decisions for enhancing energy efficiency. To assess the energy performance of existing buildings quantitatively, the energy use of the assessed buildings should be quantified first. Uh, the quantified energy use will then be used to compare with the available assessment criteria, standards, and benchmark to determine the energy performance quantitatively. What we do is we use roughly about 400 different kinds of sensors that give you around 1,500 data points for a building of a 3 lakh square feet area, and we measure information as twice. All of this information uh, then goes back to the command center in Bangalore, and we've been able to replicate our command centers across major development centers in the country. All of these smart buildings across 15 locations in India are connected to our central monitoring station, central command center, and this command center manages around 138 buildings online, covering about 45 million square feet worth of built up space across different campuses in India. So we've been able to uh, achieve key performance metrics by virtue of monitoring our buildings using exceptions. Uh, this plays into our strategies of being a carbon neutral company. We've been accounting and reporting our carbon offset footprint since 2008. Our efforts in energy efficiency and the use of renewable energy have helped us reduce our carbon footprint by about 59% across our scope 1 and 2 emissions. And as a part of our carbon neutrality commitment, we are implementing carbon offset projects with the goal of offsetting our scope 1 and scope 3 emissions. Uh, we currently have 6 projects underway that benefit around 1,20,000 rural households, which deliver some strong socio-economic benefits to the rural community as well. We run programs around biogas, food stoves, and rural electrification. The carbon offset accounting is done using the UNFCCC approved protocols and is third party verified. This is one of the slides that I'm very very passionate about when I speak. Right, what we do is we follow a building life cycle approach to design, operate, and retrofit and retrocommission our buildings. All design decisions uh, for new as well as existing buildings are data and performance driven, and these are not based on assumptions and thumb rules. For retrofit, we start with metering and monitoring each and every system and equipment to identify a whole lot of improvement opportunities. This has helped us to identify areas of wastages and develop efficient strategies and have a performance-based integrated design process in place. We continue to carry our studies to identify energy efficiency opportunities and undertake retrofit projects to bring our projects to the highest levels of efficiency where possible. And because of this, we've been able to reduce our per capita energy consumption over a 2008 baseline by roughly around 57%. Our water conservation strategy revolves around 3 aspects: reduce, reuse, and recycle. We have implemented several water efficient fixtures in our campuses. We also have a whole lot of focused efforts to harvest rainwater today. And we have close to 270 plus recharge wells that uh, that harvest around 13.5 million liters per day. We have around 35 lakes across our campuses in India that has a holding capacity of 330 uh, million liters. We are also because of all of these efforts, we were able to reduce our per capita water consumption by 64%. Uh, uh, 75% or more of our employees, of the 235,000 employees, use alternate commuting means today when they travel from their houses or to their places of work. We've been able to offset scope 1 and scope 3 by 55%. Uh, uh, when it comes to employee health and well-being, right? In an attempt to impact health positively and enrich the lifestyle of our employees, we launched a health assessment and lifestyle enrichment program where proactive early interventions uh, uh, happen to address to lifestyle changes that have contributed significantly towards enhancing the active working age of our individuals, as well as directly impact workplace productivity. Uh, uh, in absolute terms, on a 2008 benchmark, so while our headcount has grown 158%, the absolute increase in energy consumption as a result of a whole lot of strategies has gone up to 16%. uh, we have saved around 2.26 billion kilowatt of electricity, which results in roughly 225 million in electricity bills, 1.93 million tons of CO2 emissions have been avoided to date. 45% of our energy comes from green power sources, and we have a captive installation of 59 megawatt solar across all our buildings at Infosys. Uh, uh, Infosys strives to become a company that delivers value and innovation to build a sustainable future for ourselves, our clients, and the society that we all live in. And while I truly believe this, I had a rare opportunity to be a part of the design team that built Bharti. Bharti is a research station in Antarctica, and the history of the Indian Antarctic program is a story of sustained dedication and determination for the relentless scientific and engineering pursuit that makes our country proud. This program has brought to the fore leaders from diverse backgrounds and stories and experiences in moments of disruption and upheaval can be instructive. Bharti is India's third permanent base in Antarctica, the first one being Dakshin Gangotri, second one being Maitri, and the third being Bharti. Owing to the rules laid out in the Antarctic Treaty System, the facility is designed so that it can be completely disassembled and disassembled and removed from the frigid landscape without leaving a trace. Station is a true reflection of using sustainable design practices to make an impact of national importance. Studies on climate change, and that is what Dave did mention at the start of this webinar. Studies on climate change dominate the scientific agenda for our scientists and engineers stationed at Bharti, and anything that we can do to help climate change, to help climate action is appreciable. I would like to end on this note. Thank you.